Hi, I am Samuel from It's Samuel's Electronics, and today I'd like to compare my DIY Geiger counter and this commercial one. Now, wondering where I got this at a junk store in Japan for this price. This Geiger counter, this commercial one, it looks very DIY. Like it looks weird, with these switches sticking out, like these weirdly cut ports and these badly drilled holes. But yeah, I'd like to compare them and even open them up internally. So yeah, let's switch them on. Okay, it okay. Yeah, they both have a loading screen. Okay, this one loads faster. Never mind, the contrast was turned down. Okay, let's repeat the test. Okay, who loads faster? Why is it doing that? Okay, there. Okay, one, two, three. Okay, let's see. Okay, this one's faster. As a toggleable backlight, well, this is permanent. You have more levers, microsieverts or Miller engines. Yeah, the weird thing is I think there's a mistake here. Wait, actually, never mind. There are no mistakes here. Yeah, this is fine. I like the back. I also prefer this screen over the blue screen because blue light, everything. I'm not saying it's bad, but I prefer this. It's like much softer, like the Game Boy screen or the iPod screen. Like I like those screens with the green background. Also, that's toggle. Also, the reason this isn't ticking is, as you can see, the probe is external, which that is I like. I can like reach in and take measurements. So I'll just plug it in. Okay, power on. Counting. This you can toggle the audio. So if you're like trying to sneak up on someone, measure the radiation, yeah, this is fine. With this one, yeah, the buzzer is permanent. Now we're gonna open them up because I'm curious about this because look, it looks so DIY. Like it looks like the person put it together in their background. Like look at these icons, it just looks so out of place. This is clearly DIY, but I'm wondering, is there like an Arduino in this and like everything's like connected using cables or something or what? I'm really curious about the power source. This uses a single lithium ion cell in there. And for the power source of this, uses a 9-volt battery. Oof, what happened there? What happened there? It got slashed. Something slashed my 9-volt. Who cares? Anyways, yeah, let's open them up. For this one, it's as simple as this. So, screen's just mounted like that. The Arduino, like floating around, 4056. The boost circuit, everything, the Geiger sensor. Still wondering though, what happened to this cell? Like, what destroyed it? It doesn't seem to be anything sharp. I think it just like, yeah. Well, let's open this thing up and see what goes on inside. What makes it tick? Like literally, this thing ticks when radiation hits it. Hmm. Looks so DIY. Look at that hole. It looks like it was cut using like a drill, not like custom injection molding. Which, well, that's very common. Custom injection molding. Oh, let's see. Oh, it's a custom PCB. Well, yeah, I thought the PCB would be DIY too, judging by how DIY the whole thing is. Looks so DIY. Okay, this is out. Oh wow, this looks hand soldered. Can you see that? That's like hand soldered. Is there like any charge capacitors here that can like hurt me? I don't think so. Anyways, yeah, that looks very hand soldered. Now, about the board, how do I remove it? Just pull? Is there anything? Oh, the screen connector. I think I can just a tag. Don't know what this is for. 2011 627. I think this is made in 2011. Just like me, I was. Okay, this connector is soldered. There. Okay, what's stopping the screen from just coming out? Yeah, what's stopping the whole thing from just falling out? Okay, screen's like being held in by something. Something's weird here. What makes this thing tick? That's hot glue. So the people glued it in place. That's so DIY. Like that. Wait, that's not glue. I know what it is. These bolts. There's these bolts here, I think. Okay, that was close. Okay, let's. Okay, they're starting to like sink down, you know, like when you loosen all the bolts in the device. Oh, okay. Goodbye. Coming out along with the screen. I'm really curious though. This is like, okay, now what microcontroller is it? Whoa, this is simple. This is simple. Is there any? Oh, there's microchips under there. I'm gonna pull this out. Microchips. Wait, can I? Oh, okay. I'm lucky they didn't solder the screen in place. I do not want to desolder all those pins. Come on, I know I can do it. Okay, there. That's been pulled out. Now here it is. Here's the screen. Yeah, this is just a standard like. This is a standard display. I could literally put my own display in here if I want to. Okay, let's see these components. I do not want to touch these capacitors. That would be a bad idea. This is serial. Nah, this is not serial. This is the headphone jack. This is the power. This is the audio switch. This is the power switch. This is the how many seconds it is. And this is the backlight switch. Pretty simple. Oh, V2. Yeah, do not turn that. That would mess up the calibration likely. GM plus, GM minus. Yeah, this is the GM tube. It's a Geiger tube. Don't know how this has it, but I'm wondering. Is this a purpose-built controller, like microcontroller, or is this like an Arduino, like it was programmed once? Maybe this is a programming jack. Who knows? Like I still don't know though. Like this is the GM tube, which is this. It's actually this glass tube here. That's a GM tube. I don't know what GM this was. Thumb wheel. This is the contrast. Well, mine has a contrast, but it's like really tiny there, and you usually do not need it. Here's that. This uses a 9-volt battery, so it doesn't need any like boost circuits. I think. I don't know. There's a nano. I'm guessing it's this, judging by how it seems to. Yep, that's the screen wires, and yeah, this is. Oh, pick. It says pick on it. I think it's a pick chip. Yeah, it looks to be a pick chip. Yeah, I think it's a pick chip. Like this is a pick chip. So yeah, that confirms my suspicion. This is an Arduino like chip, I guess if I can say that. Like it was programmed by like it was plugged into a computer likely and programmed. This is a pick chip. Yeah, this is an Arduino like chip. I don't know what this is. This is a NE555P, which, well, yeah, you probably know what that is. That's like a timer. This probably provides the oscillator signal for the thing. Images company, images. I don't know who is images. Maybe they're like, I don't know where they come from. I've tried Googling this and I found absolutely nothing. Like, no info about this Geiger. I only found a few images and they lead to dead links, which yeah, that's pretty useless. So, funnily enough, oh wow, this is so DIY. I think this was handmade. Look at that. Look at how they hold that screen in place. This, oh wow. Yeah, this looks pretty DIY. I think this is an Arduino chip. Who knows? Maybe this. Yeah, crystal. This is an Arduino chip. Arduino stuff, small crystals on there. There's the Arduino's crystal. This also actually has an NE555P somewhere in here, if I remember. Yeah, there's an NE555P in the back there. Somewhere. I can't read the. Oh, actually, sorry. This was the NE555P. There's an inductor here, which it's this transformer probably, or maybe not transformer. I guess if it's a single lead. There's a DC. There's a rectifier here. Yeah, here. Now we're here. A GM tube here. Oh, I think. Oh, I know. I know what this is. I know what this is. Like this GM tube, right? It looks pretty small. I think they had a design where this GM tube is actually placed on here. Yeah, they placed this GM tube right here. But this time they had an external probe, which yeah, that's pretty nice. I like external probes. There's the LED, some capacitors. I think this is either a voltage regulator or like a MOSFET. I think it's a MOSFET though, because high voltage. This is likely a regulator, judging by how it just goes here and there's no like buck circuitry. Yeah, you can tell buck circuitry by like if you see a capacitor, inductor, and like a MOSFET transistor, whatever. That's usually a buck circuit. That steps down voltages. Boosts, I think boost circuits look the same, but they have like different wiring. Images company. Is this a socket? Like, can I like pull this out? I will not, but like, is that possible? Now, where does this stick? Like, does anyone know? I don't know. Does it go here? Yeah, I do not want to lose that. I don't know if this is rare or not, but online I saw a driver disk. It connects via good old 232. So, yeah, I thought that would be DIY, but it kind of is, judging by this pick chip, you know, this pick chip. Yeah, it looks super DIY. I This is also like hand soldered, as you can see with these like the flux going everywhere. Like commercial soldering, usually like with those big like giant reflow machines or whatever. You don't. Oh yeah, here as you can see, 72511. Something I don't know what this means. BRU, bruh. Something that I don't know. This also only uses 2 pins of this weird looking port. Very weird looking port. This has 3 pins, but only 2 are used. Actually, no. There are 3 connections. I think one of them is the ground. One of them is like the GM supply or something. I'd say pretty well built. Now for mine, I'm gonna explore mine too, of course. Just show run. If you want to see a video of this getting built, I have it like previously. I don't think I should power it on right now. Yeah, I won't. I won't. I don't want to like touch something because GM tubes operate at very high voltage. Maybe I shouldn't touch these like caps right there. It would be a bad idea. The screen, it's very standard. I think I could pop the blue screen in here, but I don't really like the blue screen, so I'd rather just use this screen. Let me put that in. Okay, let's power it on without touching anything, and I mean anything. Okay, it's functional. Okay, it just detected a click. Oh no, let's just connect the GM in here and yeah. I Okay, GM go in. GM in. Okay. I think usually it clicks for the first time. There. Yeah, it clicks randomly. That's completely normal. Contrast knob. Chance for me to fine adjust that. Seems to function just fine. I don't hear any sound. Sometimes these make buzzing noises. Like my old Geiger from like the 1970s, yeah, that made buzzing noises. That's you gotta switch your dad mode if it wants to say stuff, but okay, where's the power switch? Okay, next step is to pull this out. Pull 9-volt battery out. Okay, now I have to insert this, like reinsert it. Oh wow, that's shocked. Okay, yeah, that gave me a shock. Check out it still works. I don't know why I usually. Maybe it shocked like a microcontroller or something. I'm unlucky. Okay. Yeah, that hurt. I think I should touch the low voltage side instead. God, these switches in the middle. Pretty abnormal position for the switches, but I gotta do what I gotta do. Okay. There. Now I gotta push. I push. Did I push here? No. Last time I remember the 232 connector was outside. Okay. Okay, we're in. Okay. PCB's back in. I have to bolt these in place, or the PCB will fall out. Yeah. You just go into their natural positions. So like these can't like fall out again. I think this was actually handmade, judging by like how like the soldering, had like those like anomalies, do I can say that? This looks handmade. And yeah, the pick chip though, yeah, that's the pick chip is equivalent to an Arduino. Except the pick chip probably didn't use like Arduino software. By now, the Arduino IDE probably like became compatible with the pick chip because people like I don't know about that specific pick chip, but okay. Mm, okay. Okay, like let's reassemble this. Okay. Back on you go. Come on. There. Now the bolts. I think I'm stripping this one though, like cross-threading it. I'll stick this somewhere. Also, this is like 3511. 3511. Was this part of like a lab? I don't know. Was this like part of a lab and then like they were like labeling stuff? I didn't know how it ended up at powered off, but that's nice, I guess. I get cheap Geiger counters. Another reason is why are Geiger counters so expensive? Like in general, like I usually don't see them for cheap a lot, like in the interwebs. Okay, 9-volt battery. Maybe next time I'll like push it deeper so it doesn't like scratch it like that. Okay, let's plug this in. Okay, power on. I have a funny theory though on why like maybe this got disposed of. Audio on. I have like a weird funny theory, I guess, how this got disposed of. Uh, when I found it in the junk bin, of the junk store, the contrast lever was all the way down and like it didn't display anything. So I'm thinking that the employees received this and then the lab probably just turned it down, contrast, And the junkster was like, "Oh, it must be broken. Screen not displaying anything." And then they're like, "Put it to junk." That's just uh yeah. I also thought it was broken, but then I saw this contrast thing, and I remembered from playing with Game Boys a lot that yeah, you have to adjust it. The contrast changes from battery levels, so when your battery gets low, the contrast like you have to turn the contrast up. As for this, it runs on a constant battery source. Like like I have like a boost converter here, so this battery like voltage will stay at constant 5 volts. As for the battery, yeah, it keeps its voltage for 9 volts. They have multiple cells. Okay, no scratching. Okay, don't scratch my 9 volt again. Yeah, they have multiple cells in here, so each cell, draining down will contribute quite a lot to the voltage going down. Uh, so yeah, my suspicions were correct. This is probably handmade, but I don't. But I thought it would be like an Arduino like glued in, and then Mueller module, whatever. But it's pretty close to my assumption. Like there is a microcontroller in there, a programmable one, not like an ASIC. I thought it would be an ASIC, which well ASICs they're expensive to research and like do that, but they're expensive to research and like like order or something. But if you have like a big device, yeah, ASICs are really good because you can just buy like a ton for cheap and then stick them in your device. But ASIC means application specific, so yeah, you can't really take the ASIC out. But for this pick chip, yeah, with enough work, I could probably remove the pick chip and use it in my projects. But well, I like to keep it as is because it looks just so funny. It just it's just so funny. Like look at that bad drilling or something like that. And it looks like there's like peel, like a peel that no one removed. Can I peel it? There's a peel. Yeah, it looks like there's a peel. Can you see the plastic stuff? Maybe I'll remove it. As for this, yeah, it has seen better days. Maybe I'll. I have many things to learn from this. I gotta put the Arduino on the right spot. Well, anyways, thank you for watching this video. I hope to see you next time. Stay tuned. Like and subscribe if you want. So, goodbye!